Hi guys, it's Tisha here, and it has been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute, but I have been filming like a madman. So if you guys want to see those, subscribe. I also have a special video that's going to go up for Halloween, and I'm really excited for it. So definitely subscribe if you want to see that, and hit that like button if you are just here watching, because why not? It has been, like I said, a hot minute. It's crazy for me to even think about what has gone on the last year of my life. And I know that I haven't been posting like at all really, which has made me really like upset. And I've been thinking about it so much because I've wanted to do it, but I just have had so many things going on. And I'm hoping that this lighting is decent. I'm sitting in front of a window, but it's like overcast today. But so before I was going to school at EIU, Eastern Illinois University, and there was constant threats that the school was going to close. Like, it was pretty much like constant. Like, you know, they're like, Illinois doesn't have funding for the schools, Illinois doesn't have this, you know, and there's no budget, yada yada. So I was scared about that. And I'm clicking a lipstick, sorry. I was scared about that, and I was nervous, you know. I was like, what's going to happen to me if, you know, my school closes? Like, screwed essentially is what I was thinking. And so then the summer comes, and, you know, I'm thinking everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be fine. And so I start working at this factory here where my dad works. And it's like a summer program. It's like internship for kids. And so I start working there, and, you know, things are like looking up for me. I'm having a steady income of money. You know, I was, you know, making friends. I make friends pretty easily anyway. I don't want to sound like hoity-toity, but you know, it's not a problem for me. But I was just like thinking about going back to school, and I was dreading it. I was dreading it so bad. Like, I was just like, you know, going back to school where I have no money, where I have nothing. I'm not doing well in school. I hate to say that, but I wasn't. Not really. I was doing okay, I guess, but, you know, not well enough. And it just wasn't, it was a bad time for me. It was bad. I was sick. Like 90% of my time in college, I was like sick. I had to have surgery. I had kidney stones. It was awful. It was awful. And, you know, just one thing after another was going bad. And then coming here, and I had money, and things were going better for me, like better than they had in a while. And I was hanging out with my friends, which we'll get to that in a second, but I was hanging out with friends here. And, you know, they were kind of making me feel like if I moved here, everything would be okay. And so I decided, you know, that I would become a regular temp at the factory that I work at, and that I would try and get on full time. And so I moved here, which is a process and a half. Some family members were not happy with my decision. I do not regret my decision for the most part. Moving here, you know, I moved here, and everything has looked up for me since then. So I moved here, and really quickly after I moved here, I got a car. I bought a, what was it? Was it a 2000 Chevy Monte Carlo? Was it Chevy? Anyway, I got a Monte Carlo, and it was nice. It was decent. Anytime it rained, though, because the passenger side floor filled up with like an inch of water. It was, yeah. And that was a nice car. But, and so I, you know, got my first car. I paid for it all myself, did everything myself, and I continued to work. And it wasn't long after that I got full-time at 3M, which is amazing, and I still feel really blessed. You know, I have insurance, so I have health care, and I have all these things, and it just feels really good. And then not long after that, I met my boyfriend. I met my boyfriend before I, you know, made the decision to stay here. He may have been one of the pros of staying, but he was not the, like, deciding factor. And this is the trailer that I live in now. I live with him now. He had this trailer before I moved in. before I lived with him, and now I live with him in the trailer. It is really itty bitty. It's a little baby trailer, but it is nice. I do like it. Anything you see here is his. He also is an artist. He paints, as you can see, these paintings here. He has paintings all over this house. Even, is that one his too? Yeah, I think. And there's also one around the corner that's like right over here. And I will leave he sells his art on redbubble.com. If you haven't heard of that, it's a really cool website. You should check it out. I'll link that down below. I'll link his in specific down below, but and you can see a picture of him on my Instagram. I don't know if he'll ever be on here because he's kind of like shy, but yeah. And so I live with him now, and it's really weird to think about how my life has progressed from, you know, a couple years ago. But I've bought my own car now. I have a 2017 Chevy Malibu. I have a good car, like cars that people dream of, you know. And yeah, I have, you know, it's crazy to think about. But I did want to say that, you know, leaving the place that I had called home, you know, for so long, Illinois, you know, I was born in Iowa. I was born here, but Illinois had been my home for so long. I lived there up from 6th grade, you know, the middle of 6th grade on to 2 years of college. I lived there. And, you know, it's a big part of who I am, and leaving my friends was the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do in my whole life. You know who you are if you're watching this video, if you're my friend or not. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do because they're my life. Like, they are like the loves of my life. I don't want to, babe, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but they are like, they just have held me together in some of the worst times, and I can never thank them enough for the things that they have done for me. And yeah, I truly love them, and I don't want to get teary-eyed because I'll get eyeliner everywhere. But we're getting matching tattoos soon. Follow my Instagram if you want to see that, because I post all my tattoos on Instagram. But yeah, I just think that it's important for people to really, you know, to do things even if it's hard for them, because the main reason why I wasn't going to move was because of my friends. You know, like I said, they were my everything, you know, and, you know, separating them was the only thing, separating from them was really the only thing that I regretted about moving. I miss them every single day. I miss them, and I visit them as much as I can. I don't visit them as much as I would like because of my work schedule, but I visit them as much as I can. But that's just what I want to say is, like, if you are thinking about doing something and you think it'll make your life better, but it's hard because you're going to have to leave your family or your friends or, you know, whoever, do it. Just, like, push yourself and do it. Obviously, you know your boundaries, so I'm not going to say, like, you know, do it no matter what. But, like, just really deeply consider it, because I'm telling you, things could get better for you in the long run. But that's my little update. I hope this video is not too long. I do have videos going up. I'm going to try and post every Tuesday and Thursday, and maybe occasionally on Saturday. But because of my work schedule, I might miss weeks. I might miss, you know, Tuesday, or I might miss Thursday. My work schedule is crazy. It really is. I work from 3 to 11. Sometimes I have to work the weekends. Sometimes I have to work 11 to 11. Sometimes I have to work 3 to 3. It really just doesn't, you know, I don't really know. And so I'm hoping that I can keep with the schedule, but we will have to see. Like I said, if you got to the end of this video, you know, I have such big plans for this channel, and I would love it if you would join this little thing that I have going on here. I have makeup galore. I have all these palettes down here that I want to review. This one too here. Ow. Sorry. I have TJ Maxx hauls. I have all kinds of things coming up. And I'm hoping to even convince maybe my boyfriend to do a video with me. I don't know. I'm hoping I can convince him. I'm hoping maybe, like, boyfriend buys my makeup challenge, because I just feel like that will be, like, awesome. That'd be so cute, but we'll have to see. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.